Hello everyone, this is Necromancer3000 here, coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. It's been a while since I did one. I apologize. I've been trying to finish all of my decks. This one I finally completed. I've been playing it for the last two formats now, slowly getting it done, and it's been doing really well. I'm so happy. I can't wait for to get more support and all that. And it's been topping. Hopefully it gets really big top. And I can actually, go to regionals and do different shit like that. But so here it is. This is my Noble Knights. So, start off, we have 3 Noble Knight Madrat. Obvious, he's the engine of the deck. You have to have him. He's a normal when he's not equipped. When he gets equipped, he gains level, becomes a dark, gains an effect. He's the only monster on the field. He specials another Noble Knight. Really busted. You want to get him into your hand as fast as possible. So, you get him in your hand plus a Noble Arms, you're pretty much set the entire game. Then 3 Noble Knight Boars. He is your Power Tool Dragon. He's the same effect as Madrat, so he'll gain a level, become a dark when he gets equipped. And when he gets equipped, you can reveal 3 Noble Arms. Then they choose one random one, the other 2 go to the grave, the other one goes to your hand. So it's a power tool. And people need to realize they need to run him at 3. More normal targets for Gawain, more level 5s if you want to use Lady, or level 5s to go into rank 5s. So you need to run 3 him and 3 Madrat. It's, in my opinion, staple. If you're not, you're retarded. 2 Dristan. I believe that's staple in any Noble Knight deck. I see people run him at 1. You need to run him at 2. He helps you so much. He's another monster that helps you pop. Anything face up. Anything face up, you get rid of. Field spells, gone. Face up spell traps that are bothering you, like a Skill Drain or Deep Prison or, Imperial Iron, Imperial, all the good stuff. Boom, you can destroy it. So it really helps. He's just really good. So yeah, 2 Dristan. I've seen people run him 2, 1, 3, but I like 3 personally. 3 Gawain. He's special summon out of the deck. He helps you go into easy rank 4s. If you control a light normal monster, you can special summon from your hand if it's a defense position. So he basically goes into the rank 4s when you really need him. So then I'm on 1 Gwalchavad because you don't need to run any more than them. He's basically a recycler. He gets back knights later in the game when you need him. He's a good late game card. You also use it for the OTK, but you will never go into the OTK, I promise you, because someone will have in battle fed or social character and you just committed to your field and have no defense, you're basically going to lose. So do not rely on the OTK. You're going to lose that way. Just rely on him to do his job, to be a normal monster, and to get back your knights. 1 normal King of Torghast, because I run 1 Lady of the Lake. And he's another normal target. He's pretty decent stats, and I really like him. I think he's better than Predator, so I don't run Predator anymore. But he's good when you have Lady and all that. That's it for the Knights. I have, I believe, like 13 Knights, something like that. Now for the extra stuff, we have the Lady of the Lake. She's a tuner. When she's in the grave, you can reduce the level of a Noble Knight by 1, level 5 Noble Knight by 1, special summoner. And then, you can synchro with her. But if you synchro with her, she can only use it for a warrior, and it gets banished. So, yeah. Then I'm running 2 Guinevere, Queen of Noble Arms. I'm running her at 1, but then I wanted to try it at 2 to see how much, if it worked out better, and it worked out beautifully because people will banish this bitch. They don't like her. And getting her in your hand is really good. She's a renewable equip. I didn't realize that even though it affects only once per turn, it doesn't matter. Just having her and being able to go into her, sometimes even on 2 into her on the field at once, it just helps so much. She is a really good card, and she makes the deck consistent now. So I've been running 2. It's running beautifully. If I ever want to, I can easily take one out and put back another arms I took out. So, yeah. Then hand trap 2 Veiler. Veiler because Max Key isn't good in this format. You need to stop the effects. You need to stop the Yamatos. You need to stop all this derpy shit. Plus, she doubles as a tuner to go into your synchro, which really helps sometimes. You just summon Effect Veiler, go into your synchro, and it helps push for games and stuff. Then final monster is 1 Honest. Your entire deck is light. They turn into darks, but they're also light monsters. Your main big monsters are lights. So this helps, especially against those Boojum players. Like, they don't just, for some reason, they don't read the Honest. They'll go drop Crane, like I drop Honest, and it's some stupid stuff. Now for the spells. For the arms, we run 2 Excalibur. This one makes it they don't target, which is beautiful. I would run this at 3 if it could re-equip. If it could re-equip, it'd be at 3 all day. But it's not, so I run it at 2. 2 Destiny, because it's just as important. It makes them where it can be destroyed by battle or by card effects once per turn. And it can re-equip, so really good. 2 Gallatin. Sorry, let me just scoot that over real quick. Yeah, 2 Gallatin. Because this is... I went for 2 Gallatin instead of 2 Caliburn because the 1,000 extra attack points help a lot more late game, so no one can just win a random Blue Eyes and just beat you over with big beefy monsters like Heretics or E-Drags or any of the big stuff like that. So I prefer this. 1 Caliburn because it gives you 500 life point, it gives you 500 attack points, and its life point gain is monstrous. If I had room, I would run a second one. I just don't though. And 1 Arfuta. You don't normally go into it, but whenever you really need to get rid of those face downs, you can just go into this, and it helps help you go for games. It pops set monsters, it pops just set anything. So that's it for the arms. I have about 8 arms here, plus 2 Gwens is technically 10. So for the other spells, we have 2 Kaiser Coliseum, because getting out your big Sacred Knight of King of Torghast, plus that, it basically GG most of the time. It's hard to get over. They have to waste so much stuff to even get this. They have the MST this, which they need to wait. Then they'd have to waste to get in this. It's so much stuff. If they don't have MST, they're fucked. So 1 Pod Duality. You're thinking, oh, why 1 Pod Duality? Because I don't have room for 2, and I've tried 2. I tried running 2, but 2 did not work out very well because sometimes I was drawn to it when I didn't need it, but the 1 works beautifully. 1 Rhoda. It's a warrior deck. You gotta run Rhoda. It's the only search power we have. 1 Foolish. Foolish sends the normal monster, sends Lady, and sends Gwen. 2 good, need to run it. 1 Release Restraint Wave. This is my heavy storm. Destroy 1 equipped card I control, and destroy all your back row. Yeah, pretty badass if you ask me. So, really good card. And finally, double MST. If I had room, I'd run triple, but 2 works just fine. It gets rid of a problem back row I need early game, and it also gets rid of my arms and re-equip the different things and do silly stuff. Then for my traps, I only run 6 traps. Very small number because it's Noble Knights. I don't run the Royal Decree build because I don't like Royal Decree build because you have to take up an additional space you could use for other stuff. And everything isn't always, trap related. So, yeah, I prefer the way I build it. So, 2 traps done. I run Mesa over Royal Decree because it's a quick, it stops it for that turn to go for my big damage, and then I can set my stuff and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Then 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential, and 1 Warning. Just staple stuff. Warning because it's warning. Torrential because your monster will be safe while all theirs die. Bottomless because it's bottomless, and Compulse because it's Compulse. Simple as that. That's it for the main deck. It's a 41 card main deck. So now for the extra deck. We'll start with the Synchro. I run 2 Ignoble Knight of High Lancelot. I run 2 because I have to. Really, that's kind of the only reason I can explain it. Most people run 1. I run 2 just in case because there have been times where they blow up the first one, then late game I go into a second one, and they don't expect it. So I just like that the option of going into 2. I don't technically need to, but hell, tell me what to take out for it if you have any ideas. Then we run 2 Sacred Knight of King of Torghast. He is the guy you're going to go into the most. He becomes really big. He can detach to blow up any monster in the field. Plus, if you finally do get rid of him, he special summons a Noble Knight from the grave. So, yeah, 2 good. Then 2 normal King of Torghast, because he is another heavy storm for you. Detachable material, blow up all spell and trap cards on the field destroy spell trap cards on the field equal to the number of noble arms you control. Really, really, really good. Then I run 1 Gaia Charger because I run a lot of rank 5s, and it goes into some silly stuff with Sacred Noble Knight where he has equipped cards. I can just do this and put it on a Dristan or put it on a Noble Knight or all this kind of stuff, and it just makes some really silly plays. 1 Volcasaurus. I'm debating to take it out or not, but so far it works. It's basically just there to win me games, because sometimes I'll have 2 level 5s of this big-ass monster with a little bit of life points left, and I'll just summon Volcasaurus, and I'm like, well, fuck. Run 1 Omega because it's light. It's all light deck, and it helps sometimes when there's a lot of spells and traps. 1 Star Liege because fuck effect monsters and free draw. Bujintai Tsukiyomi because it helps me later game to get more cards because I can just discard equip cards I don't need, a Gwen I don't need, a Lady, anything like that, and then draw 2 cards. So it's pretty much free. 1 Blade Armor because it helps go for games. Black Ship of Corn because I don't have a Silent Honor Arc Knight because it's too expensive, so this is its replacement, I guess. But it still works. It'll just over stuff you can't normally get over, like the stupid raccoons. 1 Abyss Dweller because Marmels are still a thing. Anything in the graveyard is still a thing. And Cowboy because, well, it's Cowboy. So that's my Noble Knight deck. Any suggestions you think I should change, update it, would be really appreciated. And yeah, this is Necromancer 3000, signing off.